Today we will be discussing how to find the volume of cones. On our first one here it says, what is the volume of the rectangular, and that should not say pyramid, that should say cone. Sorry about that typo. And it wants to know both the exact and the approximate. So over here it says that the volume of our cone is 1/3 base times height, where B is the area of the base. So in this case, the area of the base is the area of a circle, and H is going to be the height. So if I go ahead and use our formula here to find the exact, I would use 1/3 times the area of the base. The area formula for the circle is pi radius squared. So I would say 1/3 times pi. My radius is 3 squared, and then I take it times my height, which in this case the height of the cone is 7. So if I go ahead and simplify that, that's going to give me 21 pi. And since it's volume, it's centimeters cubed. So that is going to be the exact volume of the cone. So then to get the approximate, I replace pi with 3.14. So I take 21 times 3.14 to get the approximate, and the approximate would be 65 9/10 cubic centimeters. So we have the exact, which is units of pi because we didn't round at all, and then the approximate to the nearest tenth is 65.9 cubic centimeters. Our next one then says find the radius of a cone given its volume and height. So this time the volume is given and you have to find the radius. So the safety cone has a height of 30 inches and a volume of 2,009 6/10 cubic inches. What is the radius of the safety cone excluding its base, so not this square part on the bottom? Use 3.14 as an approximation for pi. So if I look here, again our formula is volume is equal to 1/3 area of the base times its height. So I replace what I know, so I know that the volume is 2009.6 is equal to 1/3, and I'm replacing pi because the area of the base is pi radius squared. Pi is going to be 3.14 times radius squared times my height, which is 30 inches. So I need to simplify this right-hand side. So I get 2009.6 is equal to 31.4 radius squared. Then I have to get the r by itself, so the first thing I need to do is divide by 31.4. And over here I get 64 is equal to radius squared. The opposite of squaring something is to take the square root. So then I'm just left with radius. If I square root one side, I have to do the same to the other. So my radius is equal to 8. And since I'm just talking about radius, it's going to be just in inches. So the radius is equal to 8 inches. The next one is talking about yogurts in a parfait glass. So it says the cone-shaped part of each glass has a height of 9 centimeters and a diameter of 7 centimeters. How many cubic centimeters? So since it's asking how many cubic centimeters, it's cubic, so that means volume can be served if she fills 3 parfait glasses. Well, I know I'm going to have to figure out 1 parfait glass and then just take that times 3. And it says round your answer to the nearest tenth. Use 3.14 as an approximation for pi. So I'm going to find the volume of one of them would be 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. Again, base is pi radius squared because it's a circle. So I'm going to do 1/3 times 3.14 times my radius. Well, the diameter is given as 7. Divide that by 2 or find half of it, and that's 3.5 squared times your height of 9. Well, I know that I want to find 3 of them. So I'm going to take this times 3 because I'm going to have 3 glasses. So then that gives me 346.185. It says to round to the nearest tenth. So the tenths place is there. It's followed by an 8, so that means I round up. So I get 346.2. Volume is cubic centimeters. So in 3 parfait glasses, that's how much yogurt we would have. That's if none of this goes up above it. So technically that shouldn't be shown that way. Your guided practice now for this part is page 145, 5 through 6, and 146, 7 through 8, and 147, number 9.